months, SDG&E customers have shared their frustrations and concerns with rising energy bills. They ask, why are bills higher than last year? Who lets this happen? And will it stop?
ABC 10 News reporter Sophia Hernandez took those questions to one of the top leaders at the energy company.
I think this is going to be the new standard. We're all going to be stuck with this 40% increase, and it won't matter how much less we use.
The new standard, paying more for the same utilities. Is that the case when it comes to San Diego gas and electricity? SDG&E customer Jim Wolf certainly thinks so. ABC 10 News first spoke to Jim back in February when his utility bill jumped $74.
Are they doing this to appease CPUC? Are they doing this to penalize people who are maybe not as efficient as they should be, but they're efficient enough to be under SDG&E's limit? Or is this actually to appease stockholders who don't want to be invested in something that they don't think is as profitable as it should be?
ABC 10 News took those questions and concerns to SDG&E's Senior Vice President Scott Kreider.
The primary cause of these recent high bills was actually the cost of natural gas.
According to Kreider, the cost for natural gas skyrocketed by 25% in the last year. Additionally, the utility executive points out that electricity prices jumped more than 7%. And that the region experienced a colder than normal winter also contributed to the higher rates. Even with the contributing factors, it's hard for customers to ignore SDG&E's history of questionable high rates. Again, you talk about those contributing factors, but why are we seeing rates like we've never seen before?
So, it's interesting, Sophia. We've always acknowledged at SDG&E that we have higher rates.
But Kreider pushed back on the overall rise in costs to customers. To understand that, let's take a look at how rates are created, calculated, and adjusted. The complicated process starts with the California Public Utilities Commission. The state regulator determines the rates for each utility, and that process is broken down into three parts. The first, determining how much SDG&E will need to make in order to operate. The second, SDG&E submits an application to determine how much should be collected from different class of customers, like residential, small business, or large business. The final piece, the utilities propose how much each class of customer must pay.
People think SDG&E makes money by selling more electricity, but they don't. The primary way they make money is getting a regulated rate of return on their rate base.
Scott Anders, an energy expert, believes three factors could play into SDG&E's higher rates: our milder climate, mostly residential customer base, and smaller company size.
There are costs involved in building out the system, and we just have fewer customers to spread the cost over, or fewer units of energy to spread the cost over.
According to the CPUC's May 2021 evaluation, it reads that since 2013, rates have increased by 6% for Southern California Edison, 37% for Pacific Gas and Electric, and 48% for SDG&E. Frustration over higher utility bills may continue for SDG&E customers. Rates for both care and non-care customers will increase as of this January by more than 11%. The company says the increase will help them meet their close to $300 million increase to revenue, rising gas prices, and electric generation costs.
It's not like the utility is walled off from the rest of the world. They have to buy natural gas from somewhere, or the power plants that they buy electricity from have to buy natural gas. And if those natural gas prices are up for whatever reason, then those inputs are higher, prices are higher.
But when will enough be enough? Kreider tells ABC 10 News he's hoping costs go down, but it's hard to predict.
Well, look, it's always difficult to to forecast what rates are going to do. I will say that, and as I said earlier, we are going to have to continue investing in the grid to make sure that we're ready for this clean energy transition. But again, what our responsibility is, to our region and to our customers, is to make sure that we're tightening our belts as much as we can. And again, if we are advocating for our customers to get more state and federal dollars to help really offset some of these costs, we think that's in the long run going to be a net benefit for our customers.
Some of the costs that have been passed along to customers include investments in wildfire mitigation, clean energy resources, ensuring the electric grid stays online 24/7. Sophia Hernandez, ABC 10 News.